Welcome to our channel Money Minded Online, the podcast where we explore the best strategies, tools, and stories for making money online. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned hustler, or just curious about how to thrive in the digital economy, you're in the right place. Each week, we bring you actionable insights, inspiring interviews, and proven tactics to help you build wealth online. So sit back, take notes, and get ready to transform your future. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we're doing a deep dive into digital branding and influencer marketing.
Sounds fascinating.
It is. We're using this podcast script called From TikTok Stardom to Millions, Charli D'Amelio's branding blueprint, as our guide.
Ah, Charli D'Amelio.
Exactly. The dancer who basically took over TikTok.
Right.
I mean, she built like this multi-million-dollar empire, all thanks to TikTok, and some pretty smart moves.
It's incredible how these young creators have leveraged social media to build these massive businesses.
Totally. So let's rewind a bit. The script talks about how she started in 2019 just posting dance videos. Like, what made her stand out?
Well, a few things, actually. First, her content was super relatable, you know? She focused on those dance trends that were easy for anyone to pick up.
Right.
Especially for a younger audience.
Right, it wasn't like super complicated choreography.
Exactly. It was about having fun and inviting everyone to join in. Which brings us to the second key ingredient.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Consistency. D'Amelio posted multiple times a day, every single day.
Wow, every day.
Yep. And this plays directly into how the TikTok algorithm works. You see, it prioritizes creators who post frequently and generate high engagement.
So it's not just about being talented, it's about understanding the platform too.
Absolutely. You could be the best dancer in the world, but if you're not playing by TikTok's rules, your content might not get seen.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So D'Amelio was smart about that from the beginning.
It seems that way. And then there were the early collaborations.
Oh yeah, teaming up with other creators.
Exactly. By partnering with other popular creators, D'Amelio was able to tap into their audiences.
Cross-promotion.
Exactly, expanding her reach super quickly.
So it's like a snowball effect. More collaborations, more visibility, more followers.
Precisely, classic growth hacking.
Yeah.
And it worked brilliantly. But what really solidified her position as a branding powerhouse was when she started those brand partnerships.
Ah, yes. The Dunkin' Donuts campaign.
You know it, the Charli.
I have to admit, I even downloaded the Dunkin' app after seeing that campaign.
Well, you weren't alone. The campaign was a massive success and a perfect example of how Gen Z influencers can drive real results for businesses.
But what made it so successful? Was it just her popularity or something more?
Her popularity definitely helped, but the brilliance was in the execution. It wasn't just a random product placement. The drink was named after her signature order, the Charli, instantly connecting it to her personal brand.
So it felt authentic.
Yeah.
Not forced.
Exactly. And the campaign was seamlessly integrated into her existing content style.
I remember she incorporated the drink into her dance videos, even created challenges around it.
Right. It felt organic and engaging, not like a blatant advertisement.
Which is probably why it went viral and led to that crazy 57% increase in Dunkin's app downloads.
Exactly. It shows the power of these young influencers. They're not just driving awareness, they're directly influencing consumer behavior.
They have a direct line to their audience, an audience that trusts their recommendations.
And that's why brands are willing to invest big bucks in these partnerships. They see the potential for a huge return on investment. And speaking of smart investments, the D'Amelio family has often been compared to the Kardashians of Gen Z.
Yeah, the script mentioned how they built this cohesive family brand, particularly through their Hulu show, The D'Amelio Show.
It's a strategic move, amplifying their individual brands by offering a behind-the-scenes look at their lives.
It makes them seem more relatable.
Right, exactly. Less like untouchable celebrities, more like people you could actually know.
So it adds another layer to their brand, creating a deeper connection with their audience.
It definitely does. But what I find truly remarkable about Charli is that she didn't stop at endorsements and reality TV.
You're right. She went on to launch her own businesses, like that social tourist fashion line with Hollister.
Exactly. A bold move going from influencer to entrepreneur.
So was it a smart strategy?
Absolutely. By creating her own ventures, she's taking control of her narrative and building long-term financial independence. The script highlights her diverse revenue model. The TikTok Creator Fund sponsored content brand collaborations.
And let's not forget the product lines, the clothing, the fragrance.
Yes. All of it contributes to her overall wealth and brand portfolio. It's like she's building this digital fortress, multiple layers of protection against the volatile nature of online fame.
It's really impressive, especially at such a young age. But let's talk about the foundation of it all, her content. What's interesting is how she's managed to stay relevant and relatable even after achieving such massive fame.
That's where her authenticity shines through. She's open about her struggles, like dealing with online hate and the pressures of being in the spotlight.
It makes her seem more human, less like an untouchable celebrity.
Exactly. In a world obsessed with curated perfection, this vulnerability resonates with her audience. It builds trust.
Which probably contributes to her lasting appeal. It's not just about the dance moves. It's about connecting with her on a personal level. And speaking of connections, D'Amelio is known for actively engaging with her fans, going beyond just posting content. The script mentions her use of TikTok features like duets to create a sense of community.
That's a crucial point. It's not just about broadcasting your message, it's about fostering a two-way dialogue.
And D'Amelio seems to get that, responding to comments, participating in trends started by her fans, even collaborating with them on content.
Exactly. It's like she's saying, hey, we're in this together. And that creates a sense of loyalty that goes beyond just liking her videos.
She's cultivating a community, not just an audience.
Precisely. And that's a powerful distinction. It transforms passive viewers into active participants invested in her journey and eager to support her endeavors.
So it's about building genuine relationships, not just chasing numbers.
Exactly. And that seems to be a recurring theme in D'Amelio's approach to brand building: authenticity, engagement, and a deep understanding of her audience. It's more than just luck or talent. It's about strategy and carefully crafted moves.
I agree. And while she's benefited from being on the right platform at the right time, her success is largely attributed to her ability to adapt, innovate, and connect with her audience on a meaningful level.
Absolutely. And that makes me wonder, with the constantly evolving landscape of social media, what does the future hold for influencers like D'Amelio? Will her current strategy still be relevant in 5 years?
That is a great question and something to think about. We've covered a lot in this first part of our deep dive, but there's still so much more to unpack.
I know, right? I'm excited to keep going. We'll delve deeper into her community engagement, her impact on the influencer marketing landscape, and what lessons we can learn from her journey.
Awesome. So stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive into the world of Charli D'Amelio.
Definitely. We'll be right back after a short break. So we're back and ready to dive deeper into D'Amelio's world.
Yeah, let's talk more about her approach to community engagement. It's clearly a big part of her success.
It's not just about responding to comments here and there. She really goes the extra mile to create a sense of belonging for her followers.
Right, it's like she's built this online family.
Exactly. And the podcast script emphasizes how she uses TikTok features like duets to engage with her audience.
Duets. Remind me how those work.
It's where you can create a video alongside an existing one. So you're basically responding to or riffing off the original video.
Ah, I get it. And D'Amelio uses this to interact with her fans.
All the time. She frequently duets videos made by her fans, not just other big creators, which is pretty cool. It shows that she's willing to elevate and acknowledge her followers.
Makes them feel seen.
Exactly. Like their content matters to her, and that creates a strong sense of loyalty within her fan base.
Totally. But it goes beyond just duet.
Ah, yeah. She also creates challenges specifically for her fans.
Like those dance challenges I've seen.
Exactly. She'll come up with a dance or a prompt, encourage her followers to create their own content using specific hashtags or themes.
Smart. Keeps things fresh and engaging.
Right. And it gives her fans a chance to showcase their creativity and maybe even go viral.
So everyone wins.
Yeah.
Her fans get to express themselves, and D'Amelio gets a ton of user-generated content that keeps her audience hooked.
You got it. It's a clever strategy that benefits both sides and strengthens that sense of community she's built.
And this community-driven approach, it's had a ripple effect on the whole influencer marketing world, right?
Absolutely. Brands are taking notice.
How so?
Well, they're realizing that it's not just about reach and follower count anymore. It's about partnering with influencers who can authentically connect with their target audience.
So engagement over vanity metrics.
Exactly. D'Amelio has shown that influencers who cultivate a strong and loyal community are more likely to drive tangible results for brands.
It's about building trust, not just blasting out a message.
Right. And that's a far cry from the early days of influencer marketing, where it was all about product placements and endorsements.
Feels like a much more genuine approach.
Definitely. D'Amelio has helped usher in this new era of influencer marketing, one that prioritizes authenticity, creativity, and connection.
That's pretty powerful. So what lessons can aspiring creators learn from her journey?
Well, first and foremost, find your niche. Create content that truly reflects your passions and interests.
Like D'Amelio and her love for dance.
Exactly. People can spot a fake a mile away, especially online. Authenticity is key for building trust and a loyal following.
Makes sense. What else?
Collaborations are huge, as we talked about earlier. But choose your partners wisely. Make sure they align with your brand values and target audience.
Quality over quantity.
You got it.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate the power of engaging with your community. Respond to comments, create opportunities for your audience to participate, make them feel like they're part of something special.
It's about building relationships, not just chasing numbers.
Exactly. And D'Amelio has mastered that, which is why she's been so successful.
It's fascinating how she's turned her passion into this massive business empire. Is it just talent and timing?
Those play a role for sure, but her strategic thinking, her adaptability, and her ability to connect with her audience on a personal level, those are the real drivers.
It's like she's figured out the secret sauce of digital branding.
And that's what makes her story so inspiring. It shows that success in the digital world isn't just about luck or viral fame. It's about understanding the game-building relationships and constantly evolving.
So true. But the digital landscape is always changing, right?
Yeah.
New platforms, trends, audiences. How do you think D'Amelio will handle all that in the future?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? No one can predict the future, but I think she's got the tools to adapt and thrive.
What makes you say that?
Well, she's not afraid to try new things. Launching businesses, exploring traditional media, hopping on new platforms.
Yeah.
She's all about diversifying and experimenting.
That's smart. Always staying ahead of the curve.
Exactly. And that's a valuable lesson for all of us, whether we're creators, entrepreneurs, or just navigating the digital world. Be agile, stay curious, and never stop learning.
Great advice. So we've talked about D'Amelio's branding, community engagement, and her ability to adapt. But there's one big piece we haven't fully explored yet.
You're right. The money. How did she turn TikTok fame into a fortune?
That's what we're going to tackle in part 3 of our deep dive.
Stay tuned. It's going to be good.
All right, so we've talked about D'Amelio's brand, her community, but now let's talk about the money.
The big bucks.
Yeah, how does she turn TikTok fame into a fortune?
Well, that's where her business smarts come in. See, a lot of influencers, they rely too much on brand deals and sponsored content.
Which can be unreliable.
Exactly. Unpredictable.
Like you said, riding a wave that could crash at any moment.
Right. But D'Amelio, she did things differently.
How so?
Diversification. She created this multifaceted revenue model. It's not just about endorsements.
The podcast script breaks it all down. There's the TikTok Creator Fund.
Right. They pay creators based on video views.
But that's probably just a small part.
Yeah. Her major earnings come from sponsored content. Brands pay her to feature their products in her videos.
Makes sense. She's worked with some huge names. Dunkin' Donuts, Morphe.
Big players. But those partnerships are strategic. They fit her brand. They appeal to her audience.
It's not just random stuff.
Nope. And then she went a step further, launched her own product lines.
The social tourist line with Hollister.
Exactly. And her fragrance line, too.
She's built an empire.
Mini empire, for sure. It's smart, though.
How so?
By creating her own products, she's not relying on those brand deals so much.
More control.
Exactly. It's like a safety net. Financial stability.
Even if the influencer world changes.
Exactly. And it doesn't stop there.
Really?
The D'Amelio family, they're exploring startup investments, too.
Wow, so they're not just making money, they're growing it.
Long-term vision.
It's impressive. Especially at their age.
They're thinking about the future, building wealth that lasts.
Not just quick cash.
Right. It's a good lesson for any aspiring creator.
What's that?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. Explore different income streams.
Create your own products. Invest your earnings.
Exactly. Build a strong foundation.
One that can withstand the ups and downs of the digital world.
You got it, D'Amelio's story. It's a blueprint for success.
It's really inspiring, turning passion into a business.
It's amazing what she's accomplished.
So we've covered a lot in this deep dive.
We have, from branding to community to finances.
It's been fascinating uncovering D'Amelio's secrets.
There's a lot to learn from her journey.
Whether you're a creator, an entrepreneur, or just someone navigating the digital world.
It's a reminder that success isn't just about luck. It's about hard work, strategy, and adapting to change.
So as we wrap up, what's the one thing you want our listeners to remember?
In the digital world, success is a journey, not a destination. It's about constantly learning, adapting, and connecting with people.
That's a great takeaway. And for our listeners out there, what surprised you most about D'Amelio's story?
What are your predictions for her future?
Share your thoughts with us on social media. You can find us at Insert Show's social media handles here.
We love hearing from you.
And that's a wrap on another deep dive.
Until next time, keep exploring and keep those brains buzzing.
We'll see you soon.
Thanks for tuning into our channel Money Minded Online. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this episode with friends who are looking to make money online and join the community. Drop a comment below with your favorite tip or takeaway. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep hustling and making moves. See you in the next episode.